Let's see how long the mule is going to stay inside that white van, looking for something that does not exist. Let's see how long he stays in there. We're waiting, and we're going to be right here. We're going to be right here waiting, guys. Okay, it's time for me to eat, guys. We're going to give organized crime a little privacy. I don't think this guy's going to be coming out. He's just going to stay inside that white van, guys. They probably got a bed in there. He's just going to stay. Oh, there we go. We have the book bag. We have the book bag coming out. That's one of our main characters. And he's going to extend a hand and looking for something that does. And there's the mule coming back out, making room for the book bag. And he's opening up the door. He got one leg in. He got one leg in. You can clearly see the leg. Let me show you right here. Both legs are in now. He's in. He's in. At least the book bag was smart enough to keep the door open, so they can actually see what's going on in there. And oxygen. Oxygen. Now they're experiencing firsthand what these poor animals, horses, are going through inside a camper, just waiting and sitting like ducks under the sun in that camper in our previous video. They're getting firsthand how it feels. Alright, there we go. And the other mule is going to stay behind, and the book bag is going to go back. So the other mule, the young buck, will be staying inside the van looking for something that doesn't exist. Looks like they're having a conversation behind the white van, of course. Undecided what they're going to do next. They're there. They're waiting behind the white van. And this is the reason why you do not see police officers involved in criminal activity in the area. They have not been in the area. They are assigned. They're placed in high-ranking departments. Oh, there we go. The book bag is going back. Going back after having a conversation, public meeting, with the young buck, young mule. The youngest of the mules. And the young mule will be staying behind the white van, waiting for an opportunity to break free from the surveillance at 5:24 p.m. He's still back there. He's still back there. So far, the mule with the blue four-door Jeep, red shirt, has had a hand-to-hand contact with him, and the book bag, one of our main characters, had contact with him, going inside the van, and had, here comes the old timer again with his truck, offering his distraction. So organized crime is trying to show some type of more distraction. But what we need to hear is the dog barking next door, Homeowner Martinez family running back and out of 5135. The Xbox game console. We need to hear that. And some motorcycles driving around. And, of course, Town of Cicero Police Department harassment. That's what we need. That's the type of harassment that we need. And fireworks. But they're more cautious. Instead, they are attacking my brain electronically. Hoping that I won't wake up the next day so they can continue. And the surveillance will stop. If they think once something happens to me, and my health is bad, if they think they can get away with my murder plot, they got another thing coming. Because we have a lot of people looking at our information, and we have a lot of smart people. A lot of smart people they know what's going on. They know what's going on. This is not something that can just throw underneath the... Look at how long this mule is staying inside that van. No oxygen, no lights. He's in there. He's in there. Look at the time. 5:26 p.m. Again, waiting for the opportune moment. Instructions given on command signal. This is a military-grade technology. Army apparatus tracking signal scanner device. Very aware of my location and activities. Instructions given on command signal. He's waiting for the command signal, guys. That's why he's there. He's waiting. He's gonna be there. Just watch. 5:26 p.m. Let's see if he makes a move. Let's see if he makes a move. Okay, I had to shut off the stove. I think my food is done. No, I didn't burn it. I've been watching it. I'm pretty much cooking garbanzo beans, and I'm making some juice, some tea. Time. 5:27 p.m. Still waiting. The mule continues hiding inside the white van, waiting for the command signal. He has the product at hand. He did exchange hand contact with the mule with the blue four-door Jeep that arrived with the red shirt. And he also was visited by the book bag, one of our main characters. Time. 5:28 p.m. Still waiting, guys. The young buck, young mule, the youngest of the mules, continues hiding inside the van, hoping and praying that he's going to have another opportunity and to run as fast as he can to serve customers to avoid any suspicion he needs to do this. The secret's out, guys. And the brain attacks continue for this reason. The brain attacks continue for this reason. We are waiting. We are waiting. We are waiting, and let's see how long it's going to take them to break free from this surveillance. You can hear the community gang stalking in the background. A little motorcycle here and there. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting, guys. Still waiting. Let's see how long we're going to play the song and dance. Let's see how long. We got all night. All night. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. A little louder, though. That's weak. My blender sounds louder than that. My blenders definitely sounds louder than that. That's a shame. That's embarrassing. We're waiting. Time. 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. Thursday, June 19th, 2025. We're waiting. We're focused. 5130 and 5132. Again, the mule continues hiding inside the white van. He's in there, guys. He's in there. And all we have to do is wait. That's all we got to do, guys. Just wait. He's in there. He's looking for something that does not exist. Oh, we have somebody moving in the back. I'm not sure what vehicle that is. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. He came out of hiding. And that looks like a customer. That looks like a customer. Oh, wait a second. That's the old man. That's the senior citizen with the Buick. Related to grandma. Now he came out of hiding. See, the young buck was waiting. Hand to hand. Hand to hand. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hand to hand. Right there. Told you he was not looking for anything. Eye contact. Eye contact. That is the blue Buick. There we go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now he's leaving. He got the merchandise. This is the senior citizen. This is the senior citizen. That's the customer. That's the customer. Oh, he's going inside now. He's going inside behind the parking lot. Behind the parking lot. Hiding from camera view. Hiding from camera view. Hiding from camera view. He just dumped it inside the passenger seat. We got him. We got him. And now the mule is going to continue hiding behind the white van. And he's going to continue waiting for customers back there. You guys saw firsthand how it's done. He just threw the merchandise inside the vehicle and then the vehicle drove off. That's what's going on. Town Cicero Mayor Larry Dominic clearly involved in criminal activity regarding trafficking, distribution, and packaging, and utilizing horses at the horses at Hawthorne Racetrack, community gang stalking, utilizing horses at Hawthorne Racetrack over the bridge to deliver the white envelopes to avoid suspicion. You guys just noticed it firsthand how it's done. Told you. I told you. I told you guys. And if anything happens to me, it's just going to bring more credibility on top of this. On top of this. It's just going to stack on. It's just going to stack on. And we're going to continue gathering. Just imagine, folks, another year of surveillance. I don't know how this criminal organization is going to be able to. But we got front row seats. And I'm not leaving these front row seats for nothing, guys. You know how expensive front row seats are? Very expensive. Very expensive. That's why that mule is hiding behind that white van, waiting for customers. And you just saw the first customer that we were able to grab on video. Clearly hiding from camera view. Open for business. 5132 and 5130. Yes, they have a permit to work there, but their intentions are very clear. Look at how many times he had to go back to that van retrieving something that doesn't exist. And now he's just sitting there. He's hiding behind the white van, waiting for customers. And he's going to continue to do so. He's going to continue to do so. If you guys want to help out, follow this white van, videotape it, and find out where these migrants are being dispersed to deliver the white envelopes. That's all you got to do. And if you are in law enforcement, even better. This is your opportunity to move up in rank. That's right. If you are a private investigator, this is the perfect opportunity for you because we laid out the foundation already. You can easily crack open this case far better than me. I'm using cheap phones. That's what I got for surveillance. My income is limited and my days are being counted. That's right. Sooner or later, I will become ill and I won't be able to provide this public service anymore. And that's what they're depending on. This military-grade technology is set on the victim's eye scope, very aware of my location and activities and where my eyesight is being directed. That's why that mule continues to hide behind the white van. See how that works? He's back there. Fine. 5:35 p.m. Still waiting, guys. Still waiting. 5:35 p.m. Thursday, June 19th, 2025. Waiting. Intentions are very clear. He just dropped the merchandise inside that vehicle, passenger side, and that vehicle was gone. But he's behind the parking lot by the dumpster of the dollar store, open for business back there. Basically, what he did was he transferred over the product so they can continue selling the product over there. That's basically what he did. That wasn't a regular customer. That's a person involved in criminal activity that owns a business behind there. Still waiting. The mule continually. Still waiting behind the white van. And we're right here. Oh, that's my friend Carlos. He's looking over there. Carlos is there. See? That's Carlos peeking around, looking around. That's Carlos looking around. Looking around, peeking. That's Carlos. That's a friend of mine. There we go. Looking around. And now he's just going to sit there and act like he's bored. He got some business. Him and his wife, Letty, got some business. A shake. They make protein shakes. I know them very well. Nice people. But clearly, they're involved in criminal activity. That's why you saw the peeking around the corner. And that's the car that was just involved in the pickup with the mule behind the white van. That's my friend Carlos. Okay? But he's been instructed to be there. Why? Bait, focus, follow, attention span away from, guess what? Right here, 5130. Okay? They think I'm just going to put the camera on Carlos and forget about the mule behind the van. Dream on. Dream on. Dream on, guys. 5:37 p.m., Thursday, June 19th, 2025. That's another strategy, utilizing a friend of mine as bait, focus, follow, attention span. Another strategy. Nice try, but no cigar. Maybe next time. All right. We're going to continue waiting. This criminal organization is running out of strategies. I admire their persistence, that's for sure. But they're running out of gas quick. The mule's still back there. Carlos is still right there waiting. And they're receiving signals from right next door, the second floor hideout. They're receiving signals from right next door, 5135 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60844, second floor hideout. They have a clear view of everything just like I do. They have front row seats just like I do. But I'm more in the middle. Okay, Carlos continues being behind. The mule is still there. The mule is still behind the white van. And there's work to be done at 5130. They have a permit to work there. But his intentions are very clear. He's not there to work. Sure, he has a little dust here and there, and he probably does work. But the real money is in the white envelopes. That's where the real money's coming. And just wait till the IRS, Internal Revenue Services, starts taking my channel a little more seriously. We're asking for the public support. Please contact Internal Revenue Services, the IRS, regarding 5132 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60804. Double lot, 2-flat brick. Nello Greco, main proprietor of a 2-flat brick double lot. If you think you're paying high taxes, just imagine having the luxury of having the first floor vacant, waiting just for you, once the YouTuber becomes ill from long-term electronic harassment radiation levels. That's the reason for the daily plan attacks, and police officers involved in criminal activity are waiting, standing by, set up traps, false police reports, arrest, court dates, And of course, document the long history of mental health issue illness. And this is their cushion. Otherwise, the death certificate will be noted as natural causes. Get it? Insurance policy fraud, the game of manipulation. Carlos continues there, and he is giving me the eye contact. And he is waiting. He's been instructed to do so. And right there is the other vehicle that just picked up the white envelopes all the way over there. See? And Carlos is involved in the distraction. And we are focused over here, opposite direction, where the white van is at. We're going to continue waiting. We're going to continue waiting. The mule is waiting to break free. The mule is waiting to break free. Okay, we're moving on for now. 5:41 p.m. Thursday, June 19th, 2025. We are moving on for now. Okay, you guys can see Carlos right here. You can see Carlos right there in the corner. Okay, you can see Carlos right there, waiting. You can see him right there in that corner right there. See? Right there in that corner, Carlos. Right there. He got the same name as my son, Carlos. Alright, there we go. Moving quickly. Moving quickly. Told you he was hiding behind the white van. His head down. He's obviously he was tired, frustrated, and it was a failed attempt. I gotta feel for him, guys. This right here, this distraction right here didn't work for him. It didn't work for him. This distraction right here with Carlos, clearly trying eye contact. Okay, this is a distraction. This is organized crime. Instructions given on command signal. See, he has no business. He has no business just laying against the wall. Laying against the wall. See? He owns a business there. And he's making a personal call. That's not business savvy, guys. See? Now he's instructed that the distraction didn't work. See? What a coincidence. Right after the mule went back inside. See how that works? He retrieved. He was instructed. Denied access. Denied access. And he's walking the walk of shame just like the mule. See that walk? That's called the walk of shame. That's right. Keep walking. Keep walking. There's law and order up in here. There's a new sheriff in town. That's me. Neighborhood watch. And that vehicle back there, that's the vehicle that the white envelopes were dropped off. And that proves. Well, we're just going to wait over here. Because I know the mule is going to run back out. I ain't going to get too involved in talking. And yes, my food is waiting for me. But just imagine, folks. Just imagine if I go and start eating now. They're going to be running all over the place like squirrels. I'm telling you. I need to be here. I need to be here. Okay. We're moving on for now. Failed attempt by the mule and the distraction. We're going to mark this video as that. 5:44 p.m. Thursday, June 19th, 2025. Failed attempt, distraction, and the mule waiting behind the van. Praying. Praying. That's right, praying. This military-grade technology is an advantage. It's a great advantage. And it's a way of manipulating businesses, remaining in control, and silencing the victims. Organized crime family process. Watch out. Keep your eyes on me, folks. Let me give you a good view how I look like. No helmet. That's right. Sooner or later, I will become ill. I will become ill, and I won't be able to provide this public service, guys. So be prepared. Be prepared. Once I'm gone, be prepared, because we want other people to step in. We want other people to provide the public service. We want to be able to create peace and tranquility and a better understanding of deceased loved ones. What really happened to them? Well, I play the victim. And you're going to see firsthand how this works. Creating family conflict, emotional distress, anxiety, disbelief, mistrust. How many times has my ex-wife attacked me on video? You have it on video. How many times has she broken my phone? It's on video. How many times has she called the police on me? It's on video. Okay? This is called creating family conflict, emotional distress, anxiety, disbelief, mistrust. Okay. We have a lot going on, guys. 5:46 p.m. Thursday, June 19, 2025. The Machine, Tana Cicero, Mayor, Larry Dominic, clearly involved in criminal activity. Involved in criminal activity. That's the vehicle. That's the vehicle back there, away from camera view, by the dumpster. By the dumpster. Okay? Open for business. All these businesses back there are associated with organized crime. You just saw the bright light harassment right there. Okay? Okay, we're going to be moving on. And that's it. I guess that's it, guys. That vehicle, that's the vehicle used by Carlos. And now someone else is driving it. So that's weird. I wonder who... See, that's Carlos right there. You see Carlos? That's Carlos right there. Someone else is driving Carlos's vehicle. Oh, and that's the driver of that the mule. That's the driver. See, that the mule gave the white envelope to. There we go. We got him right there. Him and Carlos right there. The guy with the white shirt is the guy, the owner of that vehicle that the mule tossed the white envelope to. That's the guy involved. See? Look at that. See? We got him. Got him. Case closed, guys. Case closed. Right there. That's his hand. That's his face. That's his face. We got him. We got him, guys. Is the case closed? No, it's not case closed. Are we going to be able to open up a case? No. Nope, we're not going to be able to open up a case yet. Oh, that's his wife, Letty. His wife, Letty, Carlos's wife, is driving the white vehicle. Oh, and now this guy's driving away. Now this guy's driving away or parking. Let's see. Yep, she was driving the white vehicle. His wife, Letty, Carlos's wife, with the orange shirt, she was driving. There she is right there. And that's Carlos. See? Carlos and Letty are up to no good. Nice people, but they're involved in criminal activity. You can hear, well, it's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. I know them personally. They're nice people. And for them to be involved in criminal activity, it's really sad. They have a nice business there. They sell shakes. They dance. They have a dancing club there. And I was a part of that for quite some time. I was there from the very beginning. And, well, I focused all my energy on surveillance. And now, we got them on video. That's a shame. All right, we're going to continue our surveillance over here. That's right, folks. As part of the job, you... I wish I can turn my head around and say, you know what, I'm not going to involve my friends in this organized crime, but I have to document everything, guys. They're participating on my death. Yes, they are. Unknowingly, perhaps they don't really know the extent of this electronic harassment and the attack on my brain. Perhaps they have no idea. And they think it's just a game. But they know what my videos are about. I gave them my card. They know I have a YouTube channel. They know who I am. So they're clearly involved in my murder plot. And anything happens to me, there's going to be an investigation that is going to cover a lot more than just this block. A lot more. Now we got horses from Hawthorne Racetrack. Oh, there we go. There's the mule. The mule persistent. Still. Now he's no longer looking for something. Now he's placing stuff inside the van. So the search is over for something that doesn't exist inside the van. See how that works? Looks like they're ready for the rendezvous. Ah, moving quickly. Behind the bush. Look at that. Look at the speed. Tiger-like reflexes. Just imagine if I were to go to the restroom, or if I were to be eating, or work on my eggs, that you guys sometimes hear me beating the eggs. They're quick. You guys will miss out on everything. That's why it's so important. Oh, look at who we have. How did he sneak away from the surveillance? The book bag clearly went. Look at that. The book bag got away from our surveillance. How? I'll tell you how. He went through the alley. See that? They found a way. See? Well, there's a will, there's a way. They went through the alley. He went through the long way. And we got him on his way back. See how that works? They had me focusing on the white van, and he clearly made his way through the alley. And I was focused on Letty and Carlos, my friends. That's right. And they're going to continue being my friends. That's on them if they don't want to be my friend no more. That's on them, but we're going to continue being friends. He went inside the van. Now he's going to hide in there for a really long time and wait for the command signal. See how that works? No oxygen, no lights. He's going to stay in there, hoping and praying that I didn't notice that he went back in there. Time. 5:53 p.m. June 19th, 2025, Thursday. Are they going for the rendezvous? I don't think so, because the book bag, one of our main characters, with the green shirt, I believe, he brought beer. So they're going to have a little party back there. Maybe a little barbecue. And this poor young buck, the youngest of the mules. Oh, there he goes. There's movement. There we go. Bam. Under the bush. You saw his hand. He placed the item behind the bush. You saw that. He extended his hand inside the bush. There's no reason to put that toolbox next to the bush. That was a distraction. That was an excuse for him to lay the foundation of the white envelopes. See how that works? Social acting is a very big part of this criminal organization. Again, he was instructed, place the tools behind the bush, next to the bush. And when you go and retrieve the tools, just extend your hand inside. There we go again. There we go. Now he gently touched the bush now. See? That's their Christmas tree right there. See how that works? And that's the reason why Grandma was not around today. See how that works? Let me give you a quick recap. He placed the tools right by the bush. He went back to the van, waiting for the command signal. He ran back to the bush. He placed the white envelope inside the bush, and then he took the toolbox and placed it in the van. Social acting. And that's also, he's probably real good at playing cards too. Shuffling the cards. You gotta be, that's why I don't drink and I don't smoke. Imagine if I was under the influence, I won't be able to concentrate. I won't be able to give you what's going on, guys. That's why it's so important that I take this social media platform, especially when there's a murder plot behind it. And guess, I'm the target, folks. I'm the main character. There's a lot of characters. There we go. There we go. Involved in criminal activity. Involved in criminal activity. Hiding from camera view. Look at how quickly he made his move. He did not want us to catch him, but we got his license plates. We got his license plates. This is organized crime showing off their aces. This is police officers clearly involved in criminal activity, making their rounds, and they got the signal that I covered up all the windows. That's right, they got the signal. All they have to wait is for me to get close enough to that white van, and they're gonna make an arrest. And once they make an arrest, there's a mule. Once they make an arrest, they will document all the windows. Now he's casually walking after the police officer involved in criminal activity. Appearance. In other words, back off. Back off. If you guys look at the videos, these police officers are clearly involved in criminal activity. Not all of them. There's a lot of good officers here in town of Cicero, believe it or not. But, unfortunately, the ones involved in criminal activity are placing high-ranking departments assigned to this location and address to make sure this criminal organization is undisturbed and to document the history of mental health issue illness each time the victim responds to the daily plan attacks, to avoid any suspicion, open investigation from long-term electronic harassment radiation levels. Get it? That's how it's done. Insurance policy fraud, the game of manipulation. Town of Cicero Mayor Larry Dominic is clearly responding and utilizing horses from Hawthorne Racetrack to deliver the white envelopes as well. Homeowner Martinez's son has just passed by with his black Mustang. He's been deployed for the daily plan attacks as well. We got him on video. You guys just witnessed that. We got him on video at 5:58 p.m. Organized crime is desperately and there is the signal, and there's the mule returning back. That's the reason homeowner Martinez was instructed to drive in front, bait, focus, follow, tints his plan so the mule can return back after hiding behind the white van. See how that works? That's the reason homeowner Martinez's son with the black Mustang was instructed to drive through, and the police officer involved in criminal activity. I'm telling you folks, this criminal organization is responding left and right. Open for business, folks. Alright, let's see the time. And, Town of Cicero Police Department, harassment again. Eye contact. And we got an eye contact after that. We got an eye contact. We got him, folks. We got him. Case closed. We got him. We got him. We got him, folks. Eye contact. We got him. Eye contact. We got him, folks. We got him. That's what we needed. They're responding. That's a second officer. Has no business driving that fast around here. His lights are not on. His lights are not on. He's just driving because he's been instructed to create some type of distraction for this criminal organization. There's the bright light harassment. There's the bright light harassment. See? The intensity of the bright light harassment. You can clearly see it. You can clearly see it right off the wall. See? Okay, we're going to stay focused right here. We want to see some more Town of Cicero Police Department harassment. You know what? We want to see them break the door down. Come in here. Come in here. Break the door down, guys. That's what we want. We want to see the police officers completely surrounding this property at 5133 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60844. They can document the windows being closed, covered, and then they can take me away. No questions asked. Let's do that. Yeah. If you guys got the gulas, go ahead and do that. Go ahead. I ain't gonna put up a fight. Go ahead. Do what you gotta do. Let's see it. Let's see how well this Town of Cicero mayor, Larry Dominic, is gonna protect you. Let's see if you guys are really above the law. Let's see how that works out. All right. Oh, there's a mule again. All right. Are we going to see more police officers? We shall see. Okay, so far 2 police officers involved in criminal activity. Eye contact as well. Okay, waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. Okay. Let's see right here. Town of Cicero Police Department harassment. Got him.